Hi my friends, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a fresh episode of F1 Manager 2022. This is race number 13 and 13 is unlucky for some. And what I'm going to say is I hope it's not unlucky for us because the last two episodes have been bloody painful for me to sit and play. We have been going backwards recently and it's been hard work to basically try and get excited about the races. It's just not been good. Anyway, I've got a performance point to put on Vettel. I think we just throw it on the braking because that is the worst part of his game. So yeah, we'll throw that on there. Their contracts are running down, as we know. We will take a look. So the side pods are completio. So we are going to jump in and manufacture a few, and I'm just going to do it as an emergency, 1.5 million, but it means we've got them for the next race. We are developing a new front wing at the moment, so side pods change. So install on both cars for the new side pods, and yeah, hopefully they're going to give the car a little something. Not much, but yeah, a little something. Yeah, not much at all, really. They are in the dirty air cornering. That's where they've really improved the car. But yeah, we'll see. We'll basically see, won't we? So that, with that being said, where is our gearbox at? 73%. ERS is at 70. I think we are A-OK in that department as well. But I think we're going to have to do a bit more designing. So we're designing a very... we've gone basically in, haven't we, on the new front wing. So I think that we need to basically develop something else. Now, braking has been a bit of a problem, hasn't it? So the suspension might help with this. As you can see, brake cooling and the acceleration and top speed. I think that's kind of where we need to go next. Yeah, I think we will develop our next suspension. So what sort of stuff have we got? Yeah, that's what I was kind of fearing, because I used a hell of a lot, didn't I, on the last component. But I'm going to go quite heavy on this again, I think, because I want these new components to really be a lot better than what we've got. So I'm going to go quite heavy on the development and see if it helps. And we'll leave us with one. This, I'm pretty sure this resets after a while. So yeah, we're going to develop that. It's going to be quite considerably better, and it's going to help a lot of areas as well. So yeah, we're going to get that done. Engineers, I'm going to put 4 on it, and we're going to go for 20 days. It's going to happen. So this is the last race before the mid-season break, so it will happen during the mid-season break, and we're going to put it on intense because I want to get the best XP. I've manufactured the side pods. I've already put them on, haven't I? So hopefully that's a bit of an improvement. What I would love to do is I basically want to compare. I want to see what our comparison is to the cars around us. Right? That's what I want to do. And I want to see where we are better off and where our competitors are better off, basically. So I'm going to change to car 1. So it's car 1 against car 1. Alright. So we are slightly quicker, top speed. And in the low speed corners. But in the medium and the high speed, they are considerably quicker than us. Top speed, we've got it on them. Very, exactly the same on the acceleration. And again, in the low speed, we are better, but in the medium and the high speed, they're better, and the brake cooling, and it's quite considerable. It's like a lot better than us, and that's probably where they're hurting us, basically. And then if we were to go to the Haas, as you're going to see, the Haas are just so much better than us in every department. essentially we just haven't developed our car quick enough. And I think that's the problem, you know. So I don't know. We've got parts there now, though, being kind of done. The board have got medium confidence. That's because we've dropped down a position, and they continue to be disappointed every race weekend. So let's get out prep done. Yep, usual. It's boring, I know, but that's kind of it. Now I'm trying. Basically, I just want to get this race out of the way so that we can crack on with the mid-season break. I think we really need to do some heavy development during mid-season, and if I was to look at the calendar, you're going to see that in the month of July we are going to have a facilities upgrade done. We will have the suspension complete, and we will have the front wing complete, and they will be ready for that race in Belgium. So yeah, we kind of want to see where we are against the other cars come then, rather than right now.
The Hungaroring is abuzz with excitement as Formula One returns to Hungary for another round. We first came here in 1986 after construction on this purpose-built motorsport facility was completed. The Hungaroring is one challenging succession of corners and turns. With few straights, it's affectionately known as the go-kart circuit. Drivers will have to find a proper rhythm to make the most of the layout, and for cars, low-speed downforce will be paramount. The season is about halfway through, and it makes me wonder what else is in store for the teams. Well, there's only one way to find out. So, without further ado, let's get started.
So the big thing for me is I just can't believe how little rain there has been. You know, like qualifying, it looks like we could potentially get some heavy rain for qualifying, so that's interesting. But yeah, we really haven't seen a lot of it. So yeah, we're heading into practice. There's a lot of corners in this. It really is. So that's going to be interesting, isn't it? Because I've just shown you that we're not actually that great in the medium and the fast. So let's just see how practice goes. Right, so we're going to head into qualifying now. Vettel, I got to 84%, and I've tweaked Stroll's car. It was terrible. It was really bad. I was concentrating on the one car. I find it easier to concentrate on one rather than both, so that's what I've done. But pretty good with the confidence. Pretty happy with the car. We're going to go qualifying. There's potential for some heavy rain now. So 5 minutes time, it's going to rain. So I'm going to get both my cars out right now. We're going to try and do what we did last time and almost cheat the system a little bit. So let's see if we can, shall we? Get the cars out pretty early. As you can see, the Williams are going to follow us out as well. So Vettel's the first car out, so we will follow Vettel round. And yeah, we'll just take a look at the laps. Now, it was said to me recently, maybe I should manage the hot laps in qualifying. But what I've found is that I have done it, and it doesn't, for me, it doesn't make that much of a difference. So that's one of the reasons why I just haven't really bothered doing that. So yeah, that's why I'm just like leaving it automatic basically. I'm basically just, sorry, I went a bit quiet there. I'm just making sure that we're going to get to that pitch straight and there isn't going to be any more cars coming out, which I don't think there is. Which is really, really nice because we're going to get this lap in. 3 minutes and there's going to be heavy rain. Are we going to have another qualifying session like we had before? Or are they going to be a bit smarter this time and get out on this racetrack and set a lap and try and set a marker basically? It's going to be a dry race by the looks of things, but the better we can qualify, the better we can maybe manage the race. So basically what I'm trying to do right now. We've got to make the most of any opportunity that's thrown our way. I think my frustrations have boiled over the last couple of races. I've kind of forgotten where we are as a team. And that the game clearly is where, you know, performance is concerned, very realistic. So there might be a few things that are not, like some of the crashes, but performance-based stuff, it's clearly quite a realistic game. So I think we need to make sure that we don't maybe think we should be doing better than we are. Essentially, you know, I think we've got to rein in our expectations a bit, and I need to just stop getting so frustrated that we're a backmarker. We are a backmarker. We're one of the slowest cars on the grid. It is what it is. We go in 117. Stroll's done a 117.9, I think that is. Albon is slower than us, a 117.5 from Schumacher. So yeah, not too much quicker than us, Schumacher. But I'm surprised that the cars haven't gone out sooner. I am going to be honest, with rain on the way. But it's not quite there, the rain, so there's still time for the cars to get out on track. Wondering if we're going to see any of this rain as we make our in-lap. It's interesting. It's interesting, isn't it? And I don't know if we are going to see any rain. There are cars out on track setting laps and whatnot. I wonder. There you go.
We are expecting rain pretty soon.
Yeah.
There is a small sprinkling of
rain.
rain.
Small sprinkling of rain now, and then there's a bigger chance in 5 minutes. So this is going to be interesting, isn't it? This is going to be interesting. I'm not going to configure. I'm not going to configure the cars just yet because I'm going to see what the rain ends up like. There are people out on inters. My God, this could play into our hands again. This could play into our dirty little hands again. I see the rain on the map. I was like, I'm going to take a good look at this. I've pressed the wrong button there. I do apologise. And I'm going to make the most of it. It's really raining now as the Williams comes in. And yes, and it's going to be even heavier in a couple of minutes' time. This is amazing. This is amazing. So we've got cars out there on the inters. Leclerc, Sainz are both out there. Sainz is out there on softs. What on earth? Are you okay, mate? Nerves of steel. So the track is still dry. It was still dry enough. And then we've got 4 minutes and then it's going to dry out, as you can see. So there might still be time in the session, to be fair. We can't get too excited just yet because there could still be time in this session for them to put in a better lap, basically. But it will take time for the track to dry out. So if we were to go, you can see it is still spitting with rain. It's damp. So yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know where we're at. I really don't. But at the minute we're second and third, and no one's catching because they're all having to go out on inters at the minute. So that is interesting, isn't it? And there were some laps set. But here you can see, look, the track is drying up already. So, yeah, it wasn't the biggest amount of rain.
Copy.
So there's time. There's more than enough time for cars to get out on track, basically. I don't really see the point in setting a lap time. I'm going to be honest. Not with the track damp. Because we'd be going out on an inter, which isn't going to be quick. Let's see how much the track dries up. Is it going to dry up enough to go out on a soft tyre? And at this rate, I don't know if it is. I generally don't know if it is. What are they doing? They're going out on inters. I just don't see an inter being faster than the soft. I don't. I just don't. Oh my god. Let's have a look and see what happens, shall we? I'm not going to bother. We are a back marker. I just feel like we would be wasting energy and resources, to be honest with you. At this point, just don't see the point in it. If this gets us through to Q2, I'm buzzing, obviously.
Good session.
Absolutely buzzing, but we're about to find out if it does. As Albon, I think, is going to be the first one across the line. And Albon has taken the checkered flag and was slower than us. Everyone to this point was slower than us. Yes, yes, yes! We are through, and it's because we've been naughty, shifty little bastards again, haven't we? To send both my boys out really early. And we're just going to get the laps in. Alright? Because we've been sat there. We only set the one lap in Q1. So if we don't see any rain, I imagine we will go out in this qualifying session. I can't really see us being that quick, to be honest with you. Did I send Stroll out first? Yes, I did. So we will stick with Stroll as we mooch around the racetrack. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be rain. It looks just like it's going to be overcast, basically. And let's go on board with Stroll this time. Well, he's flying a lap in Q2. Oh, I've been needing a bit of a break from literally just going out of Q1 and then the race coming along and just trundling along. Obviously, there's nothing to say we won't just go backwards during the race, but we took our opportunity at the end of the day, didn't we? And that's all that kind of matters. So, just going to stick that so we can see what Vettel's doing as well. Went flying along quite nicely. So Vettel's going faster than Stroll at this moment in time. I don't know if Stroll just made a bit of a mistake there, but yes, he's made a big mistake there. He's gone wide. Should let Vettel pass. No, Vettel wasn't close enough. But yeah, I don't think this lap will count for Lance Stroll. To be honest, I think Lance is going to have to go again, definitely in this qualified session after that mistake. But we'll put a lap in anyway, just so we've got one on the board. And I would imagine that Vettel's going to be a lot quicker though. A 1:17 from Vettel and a 1:19 from Lance Stroll. So yeah, that's the lap that we've set. Early doors, and Leclerc goes and puts a 1:15.7 in. So yeah, there you go. That's what you're competing with. There's the weather changing in a minute. We are going to reconfigure you. Don't know if I'm going to bother with Vettel. Yeah, I kind of feel like we're going out in this anyway. It's a case of really seeing where Albon and Latifi are at more than anything. And Albon has gone quicker than Stroll, so yeah, Stroll will be going out for another lap with that being the case. I'm going to send him out now, actually. Try and get it done. He is bottom of the pile. But it's to be expected. Hang on, Stroll is mooching around the track. I just want him to go faster than the Williams if he can. And he does go faster than the Williams. That's great to see. But, yeah, I'm not sending Vettel out. We're going to save the power. And, yeah, I think that's probably where we're going to start from. Unless these two Williams go a lot quicker. Which they might. They might not. We will see. As qualifying is going to come to an end. Albon is the only one that can go quicker, and he hasn't gone quicker. So there you go, we're going to start 12th and 13th.
It's race day, and final preparations are underway.
There was some good work from Aston Martin during the qualifying session, and they will go to the grid full of confidence. Haas proved quite resourceful during qualifying. That puts them in a very good position to make the most of this race start. We've been having sunny weather here today, but there are some clouds looming that might complicate things for teams further down the line.
Well, as we can see, the crowd here at the Hungaroring are ready and waiting. So let's get this show underway.
Right, so let's get these cars set up. It's looking like it's going to be a pretty good day weather-wise. So we are a bit further up the track, so I'm wondering if I go soft, hard, potentially. Let's try that. Where would we pit? 23? I'm considering it. I am considering it. Just something a bit less safe. I feel like I'm keep going so safe with the strats. And I think I might just do a slightly different strategy with Stroll. I think that's what I'm going to do for the race. We're starting in a nice positive position. Just whether or not we can get the job done.
I hope I'm not tempting fate here, but there are quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid. And there's Sebastian Vettel. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. There's Lance Stroll, down the grid. They're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish. Will their hard work pay off today? This is it, the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Can we just appreciate some of the utter lunacy I have just heard the commentators say?
Away we go.
They're not starting at the front of the grid. Anything can change. Like, we can get there. And like the other thing was like, oh yeah, he's a back marker, but if he wants to make the podium, he's got to be great. Have they watched us this season? We're atrocious.
Currently 12.
We're bloody atrocious. Vettel's up to P9. What did he do? He didn't even take any notice.
Taking a look again.
He clearly got a very good start though. He's gone to have had to have gone past a couple of cars. So he's kind of used the. He's been dragged along by the Alpha Tauri.
Just incredible manoeuvring.
I don't know. Strange. Anyway. And let's see what Vettel can do on a slightly different strategy, shall we? Let's see if he's got the pace and if he can basically hold off some much faster race vehicles. At the moment, he's struggling to do so, isn't he? And Tsunoda's having a go.
Doing a good job, keep pushing.
This is very, very interesting between him and Tsunoda, isn't it?
Come on.
Yeah, relinquished position, kind of accepted that that was his fate. Yeah, we just got to see what happens now. Basically, I still don't expect us to finish in the points. We would have needed to be far, far further up the grid, I think, to have stood a chance at finishing in the points. To be honest with you, gang. So. Yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. But anyway, let's speed this along a little bit and see what happens, shall we? We are going to push, like we always do. The soft has got to go to lap 20 odd or something. Let's just check other people on the soft somewhere. There's around 96%. So yeah, very similar to us. They'll probably settle into the race pretty soon. A bit like we are. So once the DRS is activated, that's when everyone will kind of get pulled together a bit. You can see how quick that Alpha Tauri is compared to us, though, can't you? As it kind of pulls
DRS
away. And there you go, there's DRS. It is activated. I kind of expected that to happen sooner or later. And it's happened already. So, yeah, happy days. Right, let's settle you in then. As you did kind of see those tyres off a bit quick in the early laps of this race. And, yeah, let's see what we can do. What we can make happen, basically. Kind of expect us to go backwards. But if we get on those hard tyres, and then we'll go for the rest of the race and just kind of manage it from there, and we'll see what other strategies people are on, I guess, is the only way we can really manage it. Stroll is running P12, which I didn't realise. Oh yeah, he's doing all right, isn't he, Stroll? There you go. Schumacher's has overtaken Vettel. Kind of expected that to happen eventually, especially as we're kind of like settling into the race now. Stroll's down to 16th, so he just went from 12th to 16th in the blink of an eye. That is crazy. How did that happen so quick? Bloody hell, just gone backwards. All of a sudden, just gone backwards. I have no idea how that sort of thing happens, but it does. And it happens way too often where this team is concerned. Oh, there you go. Vettel's going along all right in 11th. A bit of a gap opening up between him and Schumacher, but kind of expected that to be the case. Ocon's over Stroll. Literally, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing with yourself? With life? Yeah, looking at everyone else, the tyres are around about where everybody else is. He is being caught, though, Vettel, by Bottas, who is an absolute rocket ship of a car compared to us. We are going to go backwards in this race, unfortunately. It's just the way it is, so I can't be bothered to get stressed out. It's good to have qualified where we did, but yeah, I do think that we're going to go backwards.
Martin have just gained a race position.
And what I really just want to do is get into this mid-season break and really just kind of on my own take a good look at the team, see what we can improve, see what money we've got, and go from there. Basically, that's really based. That is what I want to do. On a level, I want to compare us to where we're at with all the other cars. We really need to stay in touch here. Really need to stay in touch with Schumacher here, because he's going to drag us along with the DRS if we can do so. And there you go. We are in the DRS zone, and that's going to help us. It is going to help us. There we go. That's nice. Well done, Vettel. Just got to keep in touch, or overtake him if you want, mate. Do you know what I mean? If you're brave enough, then get it done. And I think he has got it done. That is beautiful from Vettel. No, it's still too wide. And this is silly now. Someone give in, because you're dragging everyone into the race with you. There we go. There we go. Job done, I think. Still going. This is mental. That Haas is a lot quicker than us, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Especially in the high-speed corners. A lot faster than us. We won't get the DRS now. This is the problem, because we're the car in front. We won't get the DRS, and they're all very, very close together, aren't they? Bunched together there. But we've done all right there to stay in front. That's good driving from Vettel. I don't know if I'm suggesting that we have the pace to kind of keep going like this, but yeah, not bad from Vettel. And yeah, as long as they're all fighting amongst themselves, he might stand a chance at pulling away a little bit. I can't believe that we've got cars like the Alpine and the Ferrari back here. I don't know, that's pretty mad to me. But they are back here. And, yeah, I don't know, maybe the winding, lower speed corners and stuff are helping us a bit in this race. But there we go, you're going to see one go by, and because he's dragging the other along, the other's probably going to go by as well. But yeah, Vettel tried his hardest there. But that was always going to happen, because they drag each other along. So that's the issue. Now he's got to stay in touch. He has to stay in touch. He's got to stay with those cars. Going to make the most of it. And the Ferrari is absolutely lightning quick. And there we go. Vettel went from 10th to 13th in a lap. And he could go back another position here, because
AlphaTauri just gained a place.
I don't know what's happened, but he kind of just lost all composure. But yeah, you gotta use your DRS now. Vettel, you gotta be dragged along by him, mate. And what are you doing? What did he do there? Oh my god, so frustrating. It's so idiotically frustrating.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Oh, he's pulled out a little bit of a gap. 1.2 seconds.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
Albon and Stroll are literally just going tit for tat. Come on, can you stay in front, Vettel? See, Vettel's going longer than these guys. Like, quite a bit longer, because he's going onto that hard tyre.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
But will we still be in front? That's the big question, isn't it? Will we still be in front when we get to that point of pitting? Because we've still got a ways to go on this tyre. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna make it or not. Vettel's in 11th, kind of cruising along in 11th. He's gonna have some very fast cars behind him, catching him up. Like Gasly's just gone flying past him, as you would have just seen. Gasly just literally. Oh my god, where did Gasly go? He disappeared. After he overtook Vettel, he just disappeared. A lot of this though is that Vettel is on some very old soft tyres.
We've just had a car run wide.
Right, so the pit window's open. How much longer can we go on these soft tyres? Really, how long can we go? Much longer can we go? Because I don't know if we can go that much longer. They seem to be degrading at a lot faster rate than I expected. 20. We might be able to go. We might be able to go. One more lap, I reckon. So I'm gonna.
Did somebody spin out there?
I'm gonna hammer them now. I'm gonna push basically from here, and then I'm gonna pit this lap. I'm gonna pit a lap early. But we're going to go onto that hard tyre. I'm going to go a lap early. Tsunoda just overtook Vettel. But yeah, I'm looking at all these cars behind us, and they're all very, very close, aren't they? And they've all... Yeah. Are a few. They've all pitted. So... Yeah, we're not really going to be any better off, to be honest with you. Mick Schumacher, I kind of... With one another there. But Vettel's up in 12th, but got some very... fast cars behind him, and they're all catching as well. Really, it's because I've had to ease off already, really, with Vettel, because we've got to see those tyres all the way through to the end of the race. So, yeah, just Vettel's basically, I think what Vettel needs to do is stick with the pack and use the DRS, basically.
Pass with an overtake there.
And yeah, basically just do what he was doing in the early part of the race. So there you go. Look, there's the DRS, and Bob's your uncle. Job done. Back in front. Like I think that's what he's going to have to do for the remainder of the race, and that's basically how we're going to have to play this. Where's Lance Stroll? Down in 18th. Got a nice gap to the Williams. 10 seconds off of the McLarens though. So and the McLarens are on the hard tyre. Tsunoda might have to pit again. He binned it though, didn't he, Tsunoda? That's why he's on that medium tyre, I think. So, yeah, we're going to the end. I know he's on 82% with a lot of laps to go, but yeah, pulled out of the right gap there. That's not going to help. That's not going to help at all. But yeah, let's just push this on a bit. I think we're going to finish this driver constructors champ. We're going to finish 9th in the drivers championship, I think. I just can't see us toppling the Haas without some serious luck as the season goes on. We got no luck in this race because we ended up in a position where the race leaders kind of cost us, really. I don't think he'll be able to take that to the end of the race, Tsunoda. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Schumacher's going to slow down considerably quicker than we are. I don't really care about a lock-up, to be honest with you, Stroll. You're not the car I'm really that bothered about right now.
Looks like there's been a lock-up.
Really? You're going to report that now? He told me he locked up 9 years ago. So, yeah. Norris has caught Vettel up so quick. We've had a crash. Oh. Is it a proper yellow?
We've had a crash.
I don't
Let's
think it
take a look
is.
at the replay. Now just focus on the Haas.
Oh, hello. Goodbye.
Clearly something
I was
went
just saying, we've
very,
got to worry about
very
that
wrong
Haas,
there.
and there we go, he binned it. He binned it. Oh, we could have done with a proper yellow. Genuinely would definitely bought both cars in, smashed the soft tyres on, and gone for it for 20 laps. But Norris caught us up so quick. Qualifying didn't matter. We're essentially going to end the race in the positions that we are. Schumacher's in. He's had to pit, so that's interesting though. So I'm at least going to kind of go past him. And Norris has got the DRS here, and DRS is going to see him past us. Vettel gives him the squeeze, but yeah, that's no trouble whatsoever. But yeah, Tsunoda's the one I'm looking at. There's a potential pit stop there for Tsunoda.
McLaren with a great overtake.
What tyres he gone on to? He's going to be faster than us for the next 20 odd laps, so he will catch us. He definitely will catch us. 16.5 seconds isn't much either. Right, there we go though. We're losing Norris. That's the tyre wear, I think. That's the tyre wear. So there you go. We're kind of back where I expected us to be. Hope Ricciardo don't catch us. I really hope he don't. But Ocon's kind of done us a favour. Because Tsunoda's pitting, but I don't think we're going to get to make the most of it. No, we're not. I knew he was going to pit, but he pulled out too much of a lead. And Norris has got too much of a lead on us now as well, that he's not really going to drag us along. Just going to burn a little bit of this fuel, because we have kind of been following these cars. And there's 10 laps to go. And if we finish 15th, I'll see it as a good day at the office, because, you know, qualifying wasn't a true reflection on our race pace. We've done okay to kind of keep up with this pack in the middle. You know, we was up in as high as 9th, but our true pace kind of has us around here. And you know, we'd finish in front of the Williams. Potentially we're going to finish in front of one of the Haas. The other Haas, though, is going to finish in the points because he's 12 seconds ahead of 11th place. So that's how that cookie's crumbling. And that's not helping us at all, because that's another point on the board for Haas. And the only way we are getting points is if it tips it down for the whole of qualifying. We get lucky. Ricciardo's catching us up. It's a bit of a worry, but that's just our tyres are going off at an alarming rate. We did have to pit very early, didn't we? So, yeah. There is that. There is that. Unfortunately. Come on. Come on, Vettel. Come on, Vettel. Keep going, lad. Keep going. Keep pushing. Let's see what we can do as this race is going to come to its end. A bit more positive from me in this one as well. Like, I've tried to be a bit more like open-minded about our true race pace, and Ricciardo's going to get us here. All because of the bloody leaders. That is.
Careful, Verstappen ahead, there's a crash.
There's a crash.
Copy.
Okay.
Yellow exit of 6.
Oh.
Yellow exit of 6.
Yellow flag.
Yeah.
Is it a yellow flag? No. It wasn't a yellow flag. Verstappen's coming to pits though as a result of an accident that he's had. But yeah, it's only a matter of time before Ricciardo gets us. He's on much fresher tyres. And all those race leaders didn't help having to overtake us, because we have to slow down under the blue flags and move over. And yeah, it's just it's affected us big time. I think it's going to be a 16th place finish this race. Oh, so much promise, and kind of just faded off towards the end of the race because of our tyres. I had to take them a long, long way. And there he goes. Ricciardo's passed.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Now it's just hope that we can stay in front of Schumacher. He's got a few laps to make up about 11.5 seconds, and honestly I wouldn't be surprised if he did it because of the way Vettel is kind of trundling along on those tyres at the minute. It was back to one of those races where we're like comfortably quicker though than the Williams, you know. But the rest of it we can. And that's going to be the race. 16th, 18th. Yeah, you know, we qualified well, but the rain helped us, and I'll take it.
Sorry guys. Tough day.
Well, that is the race, and yeah, look, 6 and 7 positions, but you know, qualifying, like I said a few times during the race, just wasn't a fair reflection on where we're really at. But another point for the Haas is devastating, really. That's a big knock for the team. But yeah, I guess we just keep going. Right, so we've just done our mid-season board review. And obviously it's below target because we're 9th and they want us to be 8th. But I wish the board would just be a bit more like on the money and realise that this car is utter shite. And we're not going to do that. Long-term objective, score points in 50% of races. 1 of 11. Target by 2024. And yeah, so we've got 3 seasons remaining to do that. Team bonus, team confidence. There. And yeah, that brings this part of the season and this episode to a close. It was another frustrating one. At least qualifying was a bit exciting. We had a bit of a giggle with that. But yeah, I'm going to go away for the mid-season break and I'll get you caught up basically when we come back. But I've got lots of work to do. And then we'll be back with the next race and we'll see where we can go from there. But until then, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Drop a like on this video if you've enjoyed it and be sure to get involved in that comment section below. But until next time, stay safe, stay humble. See you all later.